5, and I am calling this meeting of the Youth Council Communications and Outreach Subcommittee meeting to order. Um, Item 2 on our agenda is attendance, but since we don't have like a set list.
Yeah, you don't have to take attendance. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
if
saw
you
it on
want,
there and I was like, I didn't know.
yeah, and if you want to just like mark down like whoever's here, like just so that we can include everyone that's here on future correspondence, that'd be good.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Item 3 is public comment. Don't see anyone here from the public, and no one's in the waiting room or anything. Let's see. Item 4 is the approval of the April 10th meeting minutes, which was I believe that was May 10th. I think that might be a typo on there.
Oh, oh, did I mistype that? Oh,
I think so because I'm
okay.
looking. There was a meeting on May 10th.
Is that a full council or youth, or is that subcommittee? Because I think that we might have had a full council meeting that time.
Oh, you're right. That was full council. Sorry, someone. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
meeting.
no, I've got the wrong.
No, it's fine. I think that was just the
Uh,
last meeting that we
was
had
the last
form at.
one April 10th? Because I
April
didn't
10th.
see that.
I sent you an email with.
That's the link that I went through.
Oh, does it bring you to the wrong one?
Let me see. I could have completely. Let me see. Um, I'm not seeing an April 10th. I see a May 10th for Youth Council. Oh, wait. There was a May 25th.
Oh, wait. I was supposed to. You know how I sent you the email with the meeting minutes?
Yeah.
I didn't attach the meeting minutes. That's why.
You attached a link to like the youth council, all of the youth council minutes.
Oh, okay. That's my
That's
bad.
just what I
I'm
went
sorry.
through. No,
No,
it's
because
totally
they're
fine.
yeah, because they wouldn't be on the town website yet because we haven't approved them yet. That's okay.
That's what okay.
I just sent it to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that.
No, that's my fault.
Did you send them through email?
Yes, did it not send?
I'm not getting it.
I sent it as a response to the one I sent
Oh,
earlier
I
today.
see.
Oh,
It
you
just
got it?
came through.
Okay.
Yep, it just came through. All right. So, should I just read off all of the points or read there quickly and summarize?
Yeah, just summarize.
Okay. So, we called to order, then we took attendance. Um, there was no one from the public that was here to speak. We approved the meeting minutes from our January 10th meeting. We did social media posting updates we did a post about the recycling and sustainability event. We talked about potential upcoming posts regarding the veteran comps social. Um, Ahmed Othman recommended that we should do a sports shout out, and Vanessa Westlake suggested that we should do something about the upcoming election. Then we talked about the youth interest survey, which I believe we got pushed to this year, sending it out. And we just decided that Ali would be sending a follow up email regarding people including their questions. Um, then we talked about Warrior Cleanup promotion, voter registration, and town election day. And we determined the next meeting date, and then we adjourned. So that was that. So should I just call everyone
Yeah.
is here and
Yeah, I think
okay.
it's motion second and then roll call. It's kind of arbitrary since there's only three people here, but yeah,
Okay. Does anyone wish to motion to uh
I motion.
and a second? Because I can't do either, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, a second.
Perfect. In that case, Ali Atui,
Yes.
Annabeth Goral,
Here.
and myself, yes. So those are passed. Let me get back to my agenda. Okay. Um, moving on to item 5, social media pages and policy overview. I'm not sure. Let me see. Ali, you had added that. I'm not sure what that is in
I was
reference.
I was just I just put that there in case like we wanted to talk about like in general. I know that there's not many people here, so it's kind of redundant, but just like on our social media pages and policy, like things that we can't do. Which I think most of us know in general, but just like to reiterate, like we should generally be posting like 3 times a week to
Mhm.
keep the algorithms that run social media happy with us, and so that way we can keep coming up on people's feeds. And certain things like that we can and can't do, like we can't delete people's comments, and we really shouldn't be engaging with people in the comment section unless they have like a specific question for us that's in a non-hostile manner. And in general, stuff like that. Yes, Annabelle.
So if I like don't have social media, will I still be able to access this stuff and help with it?
Yeah, because the youth council social media pages, yeah, anyone can contribute to what they like the ideas that they have, and then we can upload those. So yeah, definitely.
And
Um
things don't get
Great,
made
thanks.
directly. Sorry, Ali, I don't want to interrupt you.
no,
Things
you
don't
go
get
ahead.
made directly within the apps. We make them through like Canva or another app or program or software system, and then we upload those things to it. So it's if you don't have social media, then you wouldn't be able to post. But aside from that, you could help out with anything else.
Great.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing that I was going to suggest here is it might be good to invite Jen McDonald to our
Mhm.
next meeting because I know that she's definitely very helpful and insightful on all our social media stuff. So I think that is a great thing. I know that Vanessa is the communications liaison she's the liaison to the communications department. So I think that might be something good to coordinate at our next meeting.
Is that who her liaison is? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Then I will definitely reach out to Vanessa and or Jen myself about seeing about her coming to an upcoming meeting.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I flipped back. Meeting minutes for another meeting, not the agenda. Um, and is that everything for that item?
Yeah. I think that because we can talk because we have like the different things that we're gonna like talk about, like our
Yeah,
different initiatives that we want to
I think
discuss.
we kind of covered all of the like big rules.
Yeah, like the generals.
Yeah, there's not like we've got the sign-ins for everything on a Google Doc. Um, there's not, and we can do posts for other like committees within town.
Yeah,
Um,
and we can repost their stuff.
yeah,
Hmm. And if anyone's ever interested in seeing it, the town does have their social media policy on the town website, so we go by
yeah.
that. And Annabeth, I'll share with you the guidelines to running the social media pages, just in case that you're ever interested in making something for one of the platforms. Kind of has like the color scheme and the different templates.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Perfect. In that case, we'll move on to item 6, which is talking about Wakefield Town Day. And I know that we had discussed this at our like full youth council meeting a little bit regarding some of the things that we want to do to promote it. I think it would be a good idea to get some social media posts up about that for sure, talking about how we're going to be there. I know Ahmed had talked about bringing papers again with like some information about like handouts about what we do as a council and QR codes linking to our social medias and information about some of our different um, initiatives, excuse me, that we've taken on in the past and things we've done, projects that we're working on, and so on. And I know that we had talked about potentially wanting to do the recommendation thing that we did last year again, because that was super, super successful with people asking, like, just leaving anonymous questions that they had about the council or recommendations and ideas for things that they wanted us to be a part of or initiatives that they wanted us to take on, stuff like that. So was there anything else that we wanted to add to that or thoughts on that?
I think that all that is great. Definitely with the recommendation stuff, I definitely want to continue that because that's really insightful. And you raised it reminded me when you were going over the minutes, the youth interest survey, because that's something that we pushed back to this term just due to time constraints last term. I think that if I were to kind of finalize that, because I have all the stuff that people contributed last term,
Mhm.
and if I were to expand that with like some of the stuff that's been happening recently, I think that that would be something interesting to have the people to give people the opportunity to fill something like that out. Even just handing it out to people in at Town Day,
That's
to
a really good
them.
idea.
Yeah. Mhm. And the other thing that we talked about at the full council meeting was having like interactive stuff to try to grab people's attention. Does anyone have any like ideas on that? Because
I was thinking about this.
yeah,
Like,
it's kind of complicated because what would like grab people's attention that's like not super like difficult
right.
to actually get to the common.
I know, because it's like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things are either like they take time, like a word
Mhm.
search or something, and like we can't really have a bunch of people just standing around doing work. Like,
Yeah.
so it's
I
uh,
yeah, I
like
like
fun stuff like that. I feel like is tough.
Yeah, I feel like because last term we did do the hot chocolate, and I think that that was a good thing that we did.
Yeah,
I know that that people that's like a big thing that people really enjoy. And I also really liked Catherine's idea of doing like a map of Wakefield and like people like put where their favorite spot to go and like different things that they like to do there. And I think that
yeah.
that like circles back to our open space and recreation policy work in that
Mhm.
area. I think that that might be something to pursue. I don't know exactly like logistically how we could do that, like size constraints and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
but I think that that might be something good to consider that we could further discuss off meeting or something.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that I think that that's a really fun idea, especially where like it's it's something that gets people talking, like
Yeah.
about like it's a conversation starter,
Yeah,
not just
exactly. Yeah. And it
yeah,
kind of pushes people to think about like what they already like about Wakefield and what they want to see us do better, or maybe something that like they want to commend us about, or something that isn't doing so great that they'd like to see changed. And I think that it starts those conversations, which I think are really great. So I like that idea, and I think that that's definitely something that we should push to do. So
me too. I can definitely look into figuring out how a map like that would work and
yeah,
how and I was like something that while you were talking that like I thought of like there's like the bingo like dotted
yeah,
thing
yeah,
with like ink. Like I feel like that could be a good because I was thinking about it. Like I feel like pins or something would be really tough. So
yeah. I
I'm
was yeah, because that's the only thing I could think about. I was only like the only thing I could like picture in my head was pins, but I like the bingo thing because that's pretty simple
I feel
for
like
people to
pins
use.
like now we've got sharp things and if they fall
Yeah.
like it
And then
it'll
if they fall on the
up.
late, yeah, and then they if they fall on the common, and then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe another thing, just like thinking, is if we could then take that after the fact and like turn it into a digital, you know how you can sort of create your own map on Google Maps and we like put in all the locations that people did, and then we could post that on the website to also, like you said earlier, get people like talking about it.
I think that's
That's a
a
really good idea.
yeah, I think that's an amazing idea. I think that's something that we should definitely do with that because it gets people talking more about like what they'd like to see, and it also helps us like orient ourselves like policy wise. So I think that that's great.
And from there, we could even, and I'm not sure if this is what you were saying, Annabeth, like post it to social media and have people comment more to like continue that conversation to online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Anything else regarding town day? I feel like there was something else. Oh, snacks or some sort of like thing like that. I feel like tend to be a very good way to get kids to come over. Like
Yeah.
in the past, we've had kids come up like 10 times to get like a lollipop or fruit snacks or something.
Yeah, and I
And
feel like small stuff like that is
another, you have to ask us something about the youth council. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I feel
Yeah,
like
or we
something
could
like,
like offer that like as a reward for like doing like the map or something like that
yeah,
because it gets people it drives people to like join in. So I think that that's a great
yeah,
idea. And
perfect.
the other thing, I don't know if you mentioned it, snow angel signups. That's something that's
Yes.
that we've done before too.
We might, I'm trying to think, could we, because that's a Google form, correct?
Yes, yeah. And so
Yeah.
and we've also had like paper signups too for people that want to like just sign up manually. I can see if I can get those printed out to bring.
Okay, because I was gonna say I know that I've got a flyer that I was gonna already like make some edits to. That has a link to the social media, plural social medias, but I could add a separate one to the snow angels because I feel like I had it as two separate. Didn't we have it in like a stand? It's been like, well, a year, but like
Yeah.
I feel like we had it in like the thing that had it
No,
stand up.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
trying to think how that got to like I don't know if Catherine brought
I
that.
think Catherine brought it. Catherine, because Catherine also works with the youth action team. So I think
Yeah.
that with the youth action team stuff, like she split it. Like I think that we have a general box with like the stuff that we've used in the past.
Yeah.
That got a like with our tablecloth and all that should be
Mhm.
there. So,
Okay, perfect.
and I know that you said that you also had the info sheets about the youth
Yes.
council. Yeah. So yeah, maybe if we want to like update those, like to do anything with them,
Yeah,
maybe.
that definitely is gonna need to get updated because
Yeah.
last time it was worked on was a year ago at
Yeah.
least. So
Yeah.
um we'll definitely have to make some edits to that, but I think that those would be a good thing to I can print those out um and bring those for people because if like sometimes people just be walking by and like just like like they get handed stuff and then they get home and they look and they're like, oh, that's actually pretty interesting. So
Yeah. And making it like eye-catching too. It really
yeah,
helps. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. All
Um,
right. Is
the
that
last do you wait, I'm sorry. Did you have something that
no,
you wanted to do?
no, not at all.
It just popped into my head the other thing that we had to do. So Town Day is from just like time-wise, it's from 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we need people to
Oh,
like volunteer during that time. So do you want me or you to like send out a sign up genius to handle like different time slots to people to run the table?
yeah, that it doesn't matter to me who does it. I can't remember if did you send me everyone's emails?
I sent you the contact form.
Okay, then that should have everyone's email so I
Yeah.
can send it out. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And if you want me to send it, it's just because I know because I set it up in my email to like send everyone's like at once, like instead of like typing in each person's email individually. So if it
Yeah,
makes it easier for you,
I'm
or
gonna
if
be
you
setting
want to do
mine
it.
up to do that probably
Yeah,
after
yeah,
this
it's
meeting.
definitely a lot easier to do it like that. So yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter to me if you want to or you want me to.
No, if you want to, then yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
And if we want to have like surplus volunteer spots to like let people like, because I know we have, how many people do we have on the youth council? I think 14. Like if we want to do like 7 spots during each time period, like
Yeah,
would we want to do like a 2-hour time
that's
shift?
what I was thinking because I
And
feel
if
like
people,
people are more likely to sign up for 2 hours than 4. So
yeah, and if people have to go earlier, if they want to come earlier than their shift starts, then that's fine. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Is that everything for town day? There's nothing else that I can.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay,
Great
perfect.
discussion. I really think that
Yeah,
everything that came out of this was really great.
I know. I feel like this is the same thing last year too, where like the discussion about it, like we've been able to do a lot.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was one of our more successul events of last year or
Yeah.
last term.
Yeah, because we get a lot of visibility from this because it attracts a lot of people on town day.
Yeah, and I know I remember talking to a lot of parents of kids who were younger, being like, they're not going to be eligible for this for like 5 years, but it's already in the back of my mind. Like,
Yeah.
I remember talking to a lot of parents that were very excited because no
Yeah.
one really knows that we exist. So,
Yeah.
um, all right. Item number 7 is posting calendar overview. I can pull that up. So I believe we have Ollie, you had it's shared, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, I put
You
that
had
on the agenda like just to like briefly explain like what it is.
yeah. So our oh, I lost it. Our posting calendar is basically set up so that I believe we all have access to edit it and we can add posts and what date and what time things need to be posted by or on to kind of organize things. So when we did our meet the members posts, for example, we had like what day each person's post was going to go up so that everything was just nice and organized. And we don't have to like run around going through different emails and figuring out who sent what that needs to get posted. So it's all in one concise space.
Mhm.
The only downside to it is that you can't see when someone edits it, so it's kind of just something that needs to be checked regularly. Or if you add something, then reaching out to someone who needs to post is a good idea. But aside from that, I think last year it was something we added last year. I think it was very it had a very positive impact on our organization. So yeah,
Just one point.
yeah.
Yeah, it was everything you said was great. It was just the first thing. Only one person can edit it. That's
Oh,
the
really?
Yeah, because that's the downside. Because technically, if more than one person can edit it, it's considered deliberation.
Right.
So,
Sorry.
but
Everyone can view
no,
it.
no, you're fine.
Everyone can view it.
But I wanted to let you know that now that you're chair of communications, I'd like to transfer like the
Yeah.
editing capacity to you, so that way you
Yeah.
can run that. And yeah, there isn't really a better way than like just telling people when they need to post, because it's
Yeah.
not like you can like automatically update people unless we
Yeah.
did like a calendar system. And I kind of looked into that last
Yeah.
year, but it's kind of hard to do.
And it's hard to match up with our guidelines for what we're allowed to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
Yeah.
kind of tough.
Yeah, because usually
So,
when someone wants to post, they usually like reach out to whoever's the chair of communications, and then we add
right.
it to that calendar with the date and time. And you also brought up something that I forgot to put on the agenda: meet the members.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we can definitely. Do you? I think I have that form, so I'll share that with you. Unless, yeah, I think I have that form with you. So I can share it with you so that way you can send it out to everyone on the council so that way they can fill it out.
Yeah. I'm checking my Google Drive right now, and you definitely have it. I don't have it.
Okay. Okay, so I can send that out to everyone. And I'll give you the ability to see everyone's answers so that way we can both make the posts.
Okay. Perfect.
Mhm. And that's like a
Uh,
great way to like introduce everyone to the youth council. So, and it's
yeah.
a great posting opportunity always. So
Yeah. It's one of the although I will say I feel like we may want to put a like I don't know what the word is. Like last year, there were a couple pictures. Like I feel like it should look a little bit professional. Like
Yeah.
there were one or two pictures that I posted, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like there were a couple
Yeah.
that I was, that's not
Yeah.
very
And also it's kind of hard to like chase people down
right.
to submit their stuff. So making sure that we like reiterate it at the next full council meeting is definitely important. Because
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. General communications announcements. I feel like that is what the what's it called would fall under the meet the members posts.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think because I felt like there was something, but I don't
Um
know anything
the
else
only
right
thing that I had written down that I wanted to just touch upon was the training active bystanders co-hosting thing that we would be doing with the WHRC.
now.
We had great discussions last meeting. Unfortunately, Vanessa couldn't be here. And she told me that Sherry Oken, who sent her the email, is on vacation. So currently we don't really have any more information on that. So we're
Mhm.
kind of like waiting until she's back so that way we can work with the HRC and they could potentially come to one of our meetings here to discuss how we would like run that and how like the specifications work. Because beyond what Vanessa said in the email that she shared, I don't really know much about how it would look or work. So that's definitely something to keep on our horizons, but it's not like a current thing that we can tackle right now, unfortunately.
All right, I can. So, would you say have Vanessa see if Vanessa could come to a meeting or talk about it at the next full youth council meeting?
She
Or
said
is that
that
just at a standstill? Like,
yeah,
there's not
because
much.
we can't really move forward until Sherry Oken gets back to Vanessa with more information. And she said that she'd reach out to me when she does have that information. So
Okay,
and I'll periodically check in to see if we have more info regarding that. But yeah.
perfect. Alrighty. Item number 9 is to determine the next meeting date. We tend to do doodle polls for those. Not sure if we want to continue with that. I think that
Um
just kind of makes sense for people's busy schedules, but
what I when I was talking to you about these, like the potential dates that we could do, usually we follow like the general youth council, like the every 2 weeks. So it might be helpful to like see the times that people say on like the general youth council meeting and like the second best time we could do the communications outreach meeting. So that way if
yeah,
people are interested, they can still come. Because this date had a lot of like good reception for people. So
yeah, I
with
think that's a
the
good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
Because
know like of a couple people that couldn't be here, but said that they
yeah,
do
me
want
too.
to. So yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. And now that I just said doodle poll, I feel like I was supposed to write down a reminder about sending out a doodle poll for something. And now I'll probably end up texting you later, trying to figure out what it like. I don't know. That's my problem. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. If that is good, so that email will get sent out once we determine or we know the next youth council date.
Um,
Yes.
it's gonna be sometime the week of October 2nd, sometime next week. So that
Yeah.
doodle poll will be coming out probably tomorrow or
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Wait,
Perfect. And
second or seventh? Are they the same?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
The seventh or the second or
The week of the 2nd. So anytime from October 2nd to October 6th. Because our next half day, not I'm our next half day is on Wednesday, but the next half day after that would be the 18th of October. So it kind of follows along with 2 weeks.
Alrighty. If there's no other business that is not reasonably anticipated, then would someone like to motion for adjournment?
I motion.
And a second?
I second.
Oh wait. Can I back up to other business? Something that I just
Yes.
remembered.
Yeah. Because we haven't voted on anything, so we can just cancel the motion, I believe.
Okay. Who's taking meeting minutes?
Oh, that's a good point. So usually what we do is we technically open it up to people that would like to be clerk. But if no one is interested in being clerk, usually we just like trade off. Or the chair will do it, or I can do it if you'd like. Or usually we just trade off. Each person like does it like a different time.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't. Does anyone have Annabeth, do you have a preference?
I'm fine with anything trading off or whatever.
Okay.
And it usually isn't like a big thing because
Right.
our meetings are so short. And what I found more helpful from my time being like clerk of the general council last year is that like even if you just like jot down notes like during the meeting, it makes it so much easier because then you don't really have to go back and watch the meeting video, like aside from attendance and like specific vote counts.
Okay. I would say, does trading off work?
Yeah.
I think trading off makes sense. And then, do you know if we're able to change it? Because I was gonna say no. That like both of us know of other people that are going to be joining another, like hopefully the next meeling.
Like if you want to put it on the agenda for the next meeting, if we'd like to
Right.
have a
So
clerk.
open it up if someone's like, oh no, I really would like to take.
Yeah.
Like, I really like the position of clerk.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do either of you really want to do it for this one, or I can do it? It doesn't matter to me. Okay. I guess I can do it.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if I can. I could probably do it. I've got sort of a busy schedule today, so I don't think I could rewatch the video, but
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know.
I know it's okay. Why don't we do this? I'll do it for this meeting.
Yeah. You do it for the first meeting, and
next
then we can and then next meeting we can just decide like if we're gonna have a clerk or if we're gonna like just rotate off every time, and then we can just do it like alphabetically.
Okay, perfect. And accessing this video afterwards, how do you do that? How does that work?
Oh, the meeting video, it just automatically goes to the town, so and then they post it by themselves. WCAT will post it, I believe.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't do the meeting minutes until after they post that.
Yeah. Because the meeting minutes only need to be done before our next meeting like happens.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to. It's been a minute since I've
Yeah,
done meeting.
it's fine. And then the meeting minutes that we approved today, you just need to send those to Sherry.
Okay, perfect. And just let her know that we've approved them. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, then we can re-motion for adjournment. Sorry about that.
All right, I motion.
And second.
I second.
Perfect. Ali Atui.
Yes.
Annabeth Goro.
Yes.
And myself, yes. Thank you so much for coming to this meeting and
Thank
bearing.
you.
Hopefully, I'll be a little bit more organized.
Oh, it's fine. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And we had great discussions. We had great discussions today.
Yeah, I thought this was a very, very good, strong first meeting.
Yeah.
It's great.
Have a nice rest
Thank
of your
you
day,
so
everyone.